Hello, everyone, and welcome to a lightning lesson. I'm really excited to be here with you today, and I'm going to share with you three ways to come up with English journal topics. I know that writing a journal every day can be a little challenging, even though it's just 5 minutes a day. But what I hear from people is that the most challenging part is coming up with new topics to write about every day. And so, what I'm going to do now is share with you three ways that you can come up with new topics for your journal. You probably noticed I'm coming to you from outside today. Normally, I'm in my office. Well, I went to get ready for this live and I had to restart my computer. And guess what? It's still restarting. So, we're trying something different here. You'll probably hear lots of birds in the background and maybe someone coming by, but stick with me. I'm still going to give you the same great value, and we'll be here for a few minutes. And if you have any questions, go ahead and write them in the comments. I love to answer your questions as we go, and it helps me to understand, what challenges you're having. So we will go ahead and start, and I'm going to give you again three ways to come up with journal topics for your English practice. So let us start with the first way. um, I know that many of you think, okay, I'm writing this journal to practice my English. And so, of course, I'm going to choose some topics based on the things that I need to use my English for. So, this is what I call choosing from your head. So, and this is the first way that you can choose a journal topic. Choosing from your head is, for example, if you are working in the design field, you may decide to write about something to do with design. It also includes if you write about what you're doing today at work. These are the kind of mental things, the things that are on your mind all the time. If you work in marketing, you may write about something in marketing. If you work, obviously choosing from your head is about choosing the things that you think about and that you want to be able to speak English with. And this is a really good thing. You definitely want to write in your journal about topics that concern you, that you think about and want to be able to talk about. So this is one way of choosing a journal topic, and that's choosing from your head. So again, that's when the topic is based on something that you do or you're interested in and that you want to improve your English on. But there are two other ways to choose a journal topic. So the next way to choose a journal topic is what I call choosing from your mouth. Okay, I'm going to have to explain that a bit. You're here because you're trying to improve your language skills, and that means you're probably aware of some areas where you have problems. For you, it may be some areas where you don't know the grammar or you don't have the vocabulary to talk about things. And so when you choose a journal topic from your mouth, it is choosing those topics where you have language problems, not where you just have problems talking about it in general, but for example, that you have problems with the past tense. And so choosing from your mouth is finding a topic that deals with the past tense and really forces you to use the grammar that you're having a problem with. If you know that you have trouble with spelling certain words. Choosing from your mouth is choosing a topic to write about in your journal that will force you to use the words that you have problems with. Okay, so the first was choosing from your head. That's number one. And the second is choosing from your mouth. And so, yeah, this is a really good way to exercise those new things you've learned. Maybe you read a word in your reading practice and you want to try it out. Choosing from your mouth will be choosing a journal topic that lets you try out that new word that you've learned. It also means that it lets you practice writing things. Maybe you have to write an email at work, and practicing writing about what you have to use it for is choosing from your mouth, even though you're not actually speaking. This is just my way of remembering it. So you're choosing from your head, you're choosing from your mouth. These are the most common types of journal topics that people use. But there's one other very important one that I think everyone should pay attention to, because this last type of journal topic is the kind that is really going to change how you feel about writing your journal. It's going to help you to make it a habit to write every day. And it's really going to help you to become a better person because you're doing your English practice. And the last type, and the one that I really want you to focus on, is choosing from your heart. There are topics that you can write about in your journal that will allow you to go deep, to figure out who you really are, to figure out what you want, what your ambitions are, what your deepest wishes and hopes and dreams and desires are. When you choose a journal topic from your heart, you're not even focused on the language. You don't care about the grammar, you don't care about the vocabulary. You're really using your journal to write what you feel. Okay? When you choose from your head, it's writing what you think about. When you choose from your mouth, you write what you have problems with and that you want to try, you want to practice it. When you choose from your heart, you write about your feelings. And as soon as you start connecting your journal, what you write in English, with how you feel, then you can really start to short circuit that system that makes you translate everything in your mind. Because you can start going straight from feelings to words. And when you start connecting those feelings to the words in English, then it just gets better and better. If you have any questions, go ahead and write it in the comments. I'm going to let you know what I'm doing right now with the lightning practice lessons. Okay. But I want you to remember these three things. When you're writing in your journal, choose all sorts of different topics. You can choose from your head, the topics that you're interested in and you want to do better with in English. You can choose from your mouth, the language points that you need help with or that you want to practice, or you can choose from your heart. The things that you're really feeling, the things you're worried about, the things you're hoping and dreaming for. Um, and all three of these are very good ways to find journal topics. I am preparing a calendar for next month. So for April, I'm going to prepare a calendar for you with topics for your journal for every single day. And it's going to be a combination of choosing from your head, choosing from your mouth, and choosing from your heart. So I hope you'll join me in the Practice Facebook group because that's where I'm going to share it. I'm not sharing it on the page. So if you're joining here from the Lightning Practice page, sorry, the Lightning English Facebook page, then you will not get this special that I'm offering in April. You have to be a member of the Lightning Practice Facebook group to get it. If you're watching from my YouTube channel, you can go ahead and look in the comments, and I will show you how to get to the Lightning Practice Facebook group. If there are any of you who are watching now who have any questions, go ahead and write them in the comments, and I can answer them for you. And if there aren't any questions, I urge you to go and check out the Lightning English website. I have just redone one of my early lightning practice, one of my early lightning lessons. And I've given a lot more content. There is a free download. So go and check that out. I'll be posting about it on social media soon. But you can be the first to get the new free download of journal prompts. And they're all heart prompts. They're all prompts from the heart. So if you go to the Lightning Lessons page on lightningenglish.com and go to lightning lesson number 3. You'll be able to watch that lesson, read the notes that I've put there, and do the practice activities, which involve some writing from the heart journal prompts. I've given you 8 new journal prompts there, so go ahead and enjoy them. If there aren't any questions, I'm going to sign off now. And it's been wonderful talking to you. And I look forward to seeing you next week for another lightning lesson. Bye bye.